No, I'm not splitting no revenue. I want all mine. Bro, y'all gotta understand too, cause y'all gonna be like, bro, Blake, play for the love of the game, man. What's wrong with you, bro? Money should not be a thing. Bro, I'm risking my life. What do you mean it should not be a thing? It 100% should be a thing. If I'm gonna play, I should be getting the money I signed to be getting paid. I should not be getting half of what I'm getting paid because the season's cut in half, on top of a 33% cut of the half that's already there. So I'm really getting like 25%. On top of that, it's getting taxed. So imagine how much I'm actually making to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't making shit. And on top of that, so all that money's gone. And now I play risking my life. And if I get the Rona, on top of that, if I get the Rona, guess what happens with that? Oh yeah, that's in my body forever. That damage is not gonna be like the damage that was done to my body. That's gonna be there forever. So now I gotta play with that on top of that. So y'all gotta understand, man. For me to take a pay cut is not happening because the risk is through the roof. It's a shorter season, less pay. Like, bro, yeah, man. I gotta get my money. I'm not playing unless I get mine.
You guys hear your
Future
thoughts.
future Yankee Blake Snell.
Yeah, I like him. He can come through.
I
Oh, yeah,
like
he
him
can come
too. And you know what? I agree. I agree with what he's saying, with part of what he's saying. And I get it. You know what? Don't play for.
So let's go. Let's do it like this. What's the bad take from?
Bro, you
what
can't be
he
out
said?
here calling it the Rona, bro. Like, what you doing, man? Like, come on, Blake Snell. Like, come on now.
Oh,
You out
Rona,
here
B.
speaking for the players. You can't be, yo, man, can't be out here, because I feel like when you call it the Rona, it almost like
It like devalues it. It
like
almost makes it
minimizes it,
like
right?
more of a
It
joke.
minimizes it, yeah, like a joke, like the Rona. Like, no, bro,
Like thousands of people died from the Rona.
yeah, like
What I think with him is that he was the first one to speak out so candidly, so passionately about this first proposal. Right?
Bryce
There's a
Harper
lot of
had one
people
too.
that we haven't heard from.
Bryce Harper had one too.
Bryce Harper too. Which
Yeah,
we'll get to
Harper
that.
was
We'll get to that
on
with Harper.
starting 9 or something like that. But Snell has been doing all these Snell has been doing all these Twitch streams, and he's been doing a good job marketing himself. I'm sure he picked up some followers and some fans through this pandemic, people getting to see his personality and all that. But I don't think he wants to be the guy to die on that hill. There are a lot of guys that do want to play and are pushing to play. I don't think that like he might. My thing is that he might end up eating his words a little bit. Like he might end up playing, and it's like,
I don't agree with what he said when he came out and he said mentally, I'm thinking about next year. No.
Oh yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, don't do that, because then you mentally prepare for next year. And then, I think, he's an athlete, probably still working out, doing all those things. Don't mentally prepare for next year. Then, boom, don't say, oh, my God, this season took me, by surprise, blah, blah, blah. And then you're getting rocked left and right. You got a 7 ERA, and then you want to blame that. You just said mentally you're kind of looking toward next year already. Like, you're looking past this year. So, I get it. You don't want to play for the reduction. That I understand. Am I bad, Chris? I understand that you don't want to play for the reduction. There's got to be a little bit of give on the player side. 50%, the 50-50 split of, I get what he's saying. Is like, yo, what the fuck? Like, we already took a pay cut, now you want us to take another pay cut. Like, we looking out for your pockets, like, a lot here. And your pockets are way deeper than ours, bruh. So I understand that part of it.
Yeah, he did sign that contract, right, with Tampa.
No, he doesn't. He just
doesn't have a contract with Tampa?
arbitration shit like that. But I get it with the taxes and stuff like that, and all of that. But don't. I get it with the risk from what he's saying, but your risk is no. While you are playing baseball and whatnot, your risk is not, and somebody brought it up to me in the chat, your risk is not higher than those in the medical field, as an example. Like, so don't try, it almost felt like he was kind of trying to paint it that way, but I get it. If I'm going to take a risk, in a job where I have a finite skill, right? Which is what they have in baseball. They have a skill very short term. You know, most major leaguers last about 3 years, right? So your earning potential is not, you know, you only got a certain window. So I get it. He doesn't want to get hurt. And then after, you know, something happens or he gets sick, and then it kind of derails another portion of his career that could have been because he came back too quick to play this. You get me? So I understand his portion there. I don't agree with the whole mentally I'm looking forward to next year and I'm going to get all of mine. Like, that shit is, you're going to have to give, bro, you're going to have to give, everybody's going to have to give something, bro. Like, there's no way you're going to expect to get paid for 162 games and play 80 games. Like, how's that going to happen? I don't see that.
That's why I say he might end up eating his words. A lot of what Keith, you said, he might end up coming back on that. He damn sure shouldn't be saying they're looking forward to next year. I'm cool with it, though, because the Rays got a good team. They would have been competitive this year. So if he's looking forward to 2021, great. But like you said, man, when you put it in perspective about like people in hospitals, right, going to work and the risk that they're taking and what they're getting paid, like, bro, they're asking you to go pitch.
Right.
Like, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't ask the doctors to take a pay cut either. Like, imagine you asking the doctor, yo, take a pay cut. He's like, yo, what you talking about, B? What the fuck?
Nah, that should be in overtime.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, ain't nobody, don't take.
She's getting time and a half.
Don't try to give him a pay cut on top of one. That's what I'm saying.
No, but exactly right there. Like, you wouldn't ask a doctor, a nurse, or, you know, the healthcare workers to take a pay cut, even though they're out there risking their lives. And, you know, even though these guys are just playing a game, but, you know,
it's a game that changes their life financially and their family's life.
Yeah, so their family's life, and this is what you work for as soon as you picked up the bat at 2-3 years old. This is what you look forward to, right?
For Snell, it was that he was on his platform, Twitch, his stream. If he was getting interviewed or if he was on a podcast, he might have spoken a little differently. But you know, he was feeling himself. He was in his crib. I don't know. He might have been on one. Like,
he has to know that this is going to go viral. You know, he has to know that this is going to get out there. And ESPN, yes, and SNY, and all these sports radio, and obviously us, the podcast community, that we were going to talk about this, and we're going to, you know.
So all in all, is Big Snell's take a good take or a bad take, or what is it?
For right now, it's good for him because he's the guy. I saw a lot of people supporting what he's saying, but I think fast forward to July and the Rays are reporting to play a game, like he's probably gonna be there. He might end up eating some of those words because they're gonna figure this thing out, and it's gonna come down to the wire, and it's not gonna be like they're gonna change some things, and they got a lot of people working on it. He might end up coming back on what he said.
So it's a good take. Good take.
It's a good take, but you know, he you know, certain things in there that could have been left unsaid.
Yeah.